My sister dropped her kids off at my house and demanded I babysit them while she goes on an 8-week vacation. When I threatened to report her to the police, she arranged to have me assaulted in my own home so she could take them back. Unlike real gold, kids raised as golden children never turn out to be as pure as their parents see them. Growing up, my sister always got her way, no matter how nasty or irrational she acted towards me. She got away with it all the time, and that's because she was the golden miracle child. What aided this most likely was also that my sister was stunningly beautiful. She had thick curly hair and light eyes, and my mom spent a lifetime comparing our looks. I have dark eyes and straight hair, and I was never as pretty as my sister. My mom loved making comments comparing us after we both became teenagers. She was constantly telling me to try and dress like my sister and asking her to teach me makeup, but my sister would also bully me and make fun of me if I ever asked her for help making myself prettier. That's how we grew up to be extremely resentful of each other. I think my sister just latched onto the worst traits that we saw in my mother while I rejected them all. I think being put on a pedestal her whole life by my mom for simply being beautiful turned her into a rotten person who doesn't care about anyone but herself and thinks she can get away with anything just because of her looks. The way my mom compared us and put me down led to me having a lot of self-esteem issues, and as an adult, I am very quiet and reserved, and some people describe me as a pushover. Recently, I have been going to therapy to try to grow a stronger spine, even though it has been hard trying to stand up for myself in my relationships for the very first time. I feel like the way my family treated me really screwed me up as an adult, and it's hard for me to maintain any healthy friendships or romantic relationships. My sister even slept with my boyfriend in high school in senior year, and for no real reason. She never liked him and told me many times she thought he was ugly. My parents told me to let bygones be bygones when they found out what had happened. My sister wasn't even given out to, and that was a moment where I truly realized just how much they preferred her over me. The way that my dad just stood by and watched my mom emotionally get under my skin for my entire life made me feel like no man would ever stand up for me or see worth in me, and it's very hard for me to trust and connect when dating. But my entire life hasn't been completely awful because of my mom and sister, because the one upside of being the ugly sister growing up meant that I had zero social life and spent all my time studying. I ended up graduating high school with a 4.0 and landed myself a full ride at my #1 choice for university, which was great because my mom told me the night before I started high school that she was paying for my sister's college since she was the eldest, but I would have to go to community and pay my way through it on my own. I remember sobbing and asking her why she didn't love me like she loved my sister, and she insisted that she did, but my sister deserved it more since she was her firstborn. The day I had landed my scholarship, I spent the entire day so excited to tell my parents about it. I guess part of me was kind of happy to have something that my sister didn't. My sister had spent all her time in high school partying and earning poor grades without any flack from my parents, and she was only going to college because my parents could pay for it. She wasn't even going to a very good one because her grades are so crap. So the day I rushed home to tell my
full story on channel link below.